Hi, my name is Robert Shelley with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists physicians with employment contract issues. Today I'm going to talk about whether a physician will be paid a bonus if they terminate the contract early. So I think the first question is, what type of bonus is the physician thinking about? So there's like bonuses when you sign the contract, and then obviously there's productivity bonuses involved. Once the contract is ongoing. So let's just take the signing bonus first. So almost any physician will receive some kind of signing bonus and some kind of relocation assistance when they're signing an employment agreement. So let's say there's a $20,000 signing bonus, and then the employer is going to provide up to $10,000 for relocation. Normally, there would be language in there that states if the physician leaves before the initial term ends. So the initial term is just how long the contract lasts. So let's say it's a 2-year term. Normally there would be language that states if they leave early, they have to pay back a prorated portion of that amount. So monthly is probably the most standard way of doing it. So let's just say the physician lasted a year, and then they have 1 year left on that 2-year term, then they'd owe back half of whatever the bonus was. So they'd have to pay back $15,000 total, $5,000 for the relocation assistance, $10,000 for the $20,000 signing bonus. It can also be done quarterly. Some places do it yearly. From the doctor's perspective, the shorter forgiveness period and the shorter interval is more advantageous, obviously. If you stayed for 11 months and then left, and it was a yearly forgiveness, well, you're out of luck. You still, you just missed out on that whole year of forgiveness. Whereas if it's monthly, no matter where you leave, it's about as up to date as it can be. So that's one way of not getting your bonus if you leave early, or at least having to pay a portion of that back. Now, the other bonuses are productivity bonuses that a physician would receive. And so there's different types of productivity bonuses, and there's different types of compensation, models. So the two most common productivity models are net collections, mostly for private practice, and then RVU-based compensation, which is mostly used by hospital networks. So let's say a physician had a contract for RVUs, and it said, I don't know, if any RVU generated over 6,000 in a year, you'll make, $45 per RVU, but it's a yearly bonus. So there will be language in there that likely states the physician has to be employed at the time that the bonus is paid. So there's possibility that there might be a window where the physician clearly earned the bonus towards the end of the year. They give notice, and then the contract is terminated before they actually receive the bonus, and they're out of luck. So the physician really wants to make sure there's language in there that essentially states if they earn a bonus, they will receive the bonus no matter whether the contract is terminated early or in some way. You just really have to think about that. So if it's net collections, usually that would be some kind of hybrid where there would be like a base salary, and then the physician would get a percentage of what the practice actually collects. So let's just say a physician has a $240,000 base. One normal way of doing it would be the practice states, all right, after you've collected $20,000 in a month, so that covers your base salary, then you would get a percentage of net collections after that. And so a normal percentage would be somewhere between like 15 to 25% in that scenario. And then it would state, it'll be paid within this many days of the end of the month, or perhaps it's quarterly. It's pretty rare for it to be annual. But if it is, you want to make certain, once again, just like with the other bonuses, the shorter time period where you're paid protects you if you leave early. If you have a yearly bonus, like I said, and then you leave in month 10, even if you earn that bonus, if there's not language in there, you're not going to get it. So you want to really tighten that interval. So preferably it would be a monthly payout. You'd set the interval or whatever the level is where you'd be paid so that it would be paid out monthly. And that way you insulate yourself from amassing a bonus but not ever getting it. So those are the two main productivity ways, is RVUs and net collections. And so in the agreement, it's going to have some kind of termination section, and this will simply state what happens in the event either party terminates the agreement. And normally there'll be like a section at kind of the end of the termination section that states what happens to payment upon termination. So you really need to pay attention to that language, because it is going to dictate most of the time if/when and how the physician is going to receive those bonuses, the timing of them, as I stated before, whether they get it at all, even if it's earned but not paid out before they leave. So specific attention needs to be paid to that section. Some places I find will like try to kind of screw the doctor out of the money simply because the doctor doesn't understand like the timing of the payment or how the bonus is earned or something like that. So really something to think about. I mean, it really feels bad to work hard, earn a bonus, and then just due to timing, not actually receive it. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, you can always contact my law firm at the phone number listed below, or you can always reach us through our website, ChelleLaw.com, CHELLE law.com, and appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.